Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention, because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, Pete. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait, there is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Right. Hey, hello everybody. I hope the heck you can hear me. Oh, yep, I can be heard. All right. Welcome, Architects of Fate. And this is, oh my God, what is this? I picked up the wrong thing. Thank you. This is Star Trek Adventures Back in Business. Tonight we're going to enjoy the world of Star Trek, but from the point of view of the Ferengi. And catch you up, the Ferengi, call them criminals, call them crude, call them greedy, but never ever underestimate them. The galaxy is just putting itself together after the horrors of the Dominion War. Old empires have fallen and new ones are rising, and the once stable galaxy is now facing a very uncertain future. The 1,000-year-old Ferengi Alliance is also undergoing these seismic shifts with the ascension of Grand Nagus Ram. The old ways of rampant greed and misogyny are giving way, slowly, to the new ways of shared ambition and the opening of new markets. These changes have impacted all the Ferengi, both rich and poor. But we're going to look in on a little band of profiteers and their acquaintances as we plunge into Star Trek Back in Business. And tonight, our episode, I'm going to bring my map field up and... Oh, cool. Oh, it is. Okay, good. That worked. Hey, hi, dog. Everyone say hi to the dog. Who's the dog? I don't know. I think Apollo's livening things up. Oh, we got more users. The furries showed up. Yep, there we go. Hey, Mr. Glathman, DM Dave 2.0. Yes, I think maybe you need to deal yours in Shrek. No, I think you haven't burned that accent yet in this episode, in this show. There's time.
No, yeah, we've got time. We got plenty of time.
Oh, maybe. But tonight we're talking about the 95th rule, and that is expand or die. The crew has escaped from the mercenaries that seem to have spent a lot of time finding them, and now that they've escaped into space, they have a chance to reflect on who, what, and why things are happening, and possibly also what to do with a former, well, I don't know if they're a current or a former crewmate, Grell. And so what I want to do is introduce the actors tonight, or the players. Players. We have to pay union dues if we call you actors, right?
SAG after strong.
So we got to say SAG strong. Huh? Yeah, but I mean, if you're union, you can't do this shit. Damn it. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to brag on like we have a professional actor. And even you can't elevate this crap. So here we go. Everyone here is playing a couple characters. And Chillipuk, you're playing Gorath and Lyra. And do you want to tell me what's going through their minds right now? Oh, I want you to just let's just give the log. Anesthetine. I got a note from chat that
the fire suppressant. There, keep talking. There's a fire suppressant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not hearing Shalapuck still.
And help people with their breathing after they had defeated all of the villains on board. So that's what they're up to.
Okay. So is there anything you're particularly looking forward to or thinking about going forward?
Yeah, so Goreth is really interested in making music contacts, either musicians or recordings of different music to start up a new business.
Oh no, I was thinking like,
and
forgive me, I completely botched this because I was focusing on tech issues. Given the events of the last episode and that all your hunteds have shown up,
yes.
what's he thinking about? What's he worried about today? So this is why I was saying treat it like a log entry. Like, dear diary, I have, it's amazing what happens when old friends show up and are killed by your new enemies, that kind of thing.
Right. So he's shocked that they've been able to catch up with him so easily. He's been trying to keep a low profile, joining up with this Ferengi on his ship, and somehow they've caught up and started to make trouble. So he just wants to escape with his life, pretty much.
Yep. Okay. And what we've got?
Lyra?
What's
Lyra wants to actually. She wants to actually get medical supplies in the medical bay.
and lock them the hell up, because that's an issue. Let me see. Where's my back in business intro doc again? Dave, what is Cash Dash? Has he got a log? Has he got personal thoughts or?
Cash Dash has got a journal where it's more of it's on graph paper, so I can chart all of my various holdings and the many market exchanges in which I am invested in, and a little tiny section where I can write notes. It's mostly figures, but the main notes are Alvaron 7 was a bust. We got 3 different groups coming after us, and we got a few worms on the ship, but the one I'm worried about, I'm currently standing on top of as I pilot the ship. I'm using Grell as a step stool. Make sure he's not going anywhere before he wakes up, because we're gonna have some talking to.
Gonna have somebody to do talking to. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can boot.
He sold me out.
I gotta boot this person out. How do I boot this person? How do I boot people out? No. Well, yeah. If they become annoying, we'll kill them later.
Oh, they're gone.
Oh, Atlas took care of it. Okay, good. Thank you.
One shot, one kill.
GM and the Great Moopsie. Yeah, I need some good Moopsies. All right. Yeah, you got to figure out what to do with him. And also, I don't know if you guys agreed on a course other than not here.
I need to, yeah. For right now, we're making speed, making sure we're not being followed. But yeah, my mind's already starting to crank. What we got in the, I'm pretty sure all we got in the hold is still just bugs.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
I was supposed to get some.
Yeah, they're starting to get ripe.
Some Altarian silk, but
Yeah,
that was
that may have been what we call a clever ruse in the biz.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, we have Supercam with Darvok and Noit. You got any log entries you want to lay on us?
Oh, we can't hear.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Us. This is not good. At least the Orions are very forward in their hatred of us, but the Romulans far more sneaky, and this is not a good thing. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do to my friend Noit. He needs to get back on the path of pumping up and away from this strange mask. I'm very worried the Romulans are going to get involved, and frankly, they are even more powerful than the Orions. We could have a lot of trouble on our hands, so it's very worrisome.
Okay. Yeah, so all of your log entries get recorded somewhere, probably securely, or maybe they don't get recorded at all because you haven't paid a fee for data backup to the cloud. But it makes you all feel better getting things out. So so did you guys, where do you, because the ship's running at warp fast. And as I recall, you've got Garth is down in engineering.
Yeah, he had just managed to make it so that Cash Dash's engaging of the warp drive wouldn't blow the ship up. So he did manage.
Yes, he managed that. I think we've also,
despite my best efforts to the contrary.
Yes. We have gotten rid of the malware porn. Let me see. Yeah, that was hilarious. It's the deuterium tanks. I'm going to put you back down here into engineering, which is deck D. Lyra, are you still, Lyra, you're going up to, you're staying in medbay?
She was working her way. She had worked her way down to engineering.
Oh, as well. Right. Oh, she is in engineering. That's C deck. You're on D. You're on the extra lower deck of engineering. The deeper, a little deeper in the core.
That's right.
So you guys are doing that. Cash, you're on the bridge. Grell is sitting there, I assume, tied to a chair. I don't know where he is really. Where did you put Grell? Where did you guys put him?
I put him on the ground. I'm using him as a step stool to I'm standing on his chest right now.
You got your feet on him?
Fully on.
It's an ottoman.
It's an ottoman. The fern.
Yes.
The ottoman.
Yeah, that's my way of making sure he's not going anywhere right now.
He hasn't kind of woken up. He'll stay unconscious until you decide to wake him.
All right.
Or it becomes comedically effective. Darvok, I forget, you're a cargo handler, you're not a pilot, right? Who's the pilot? And Noid is the pilot.
He has some skills in that.
I forget what you guys do. You guys are just move
Luke
things around,
Skywalker,
right? That's all you do.
I mean, Dravok is just hired muscle, so he hits people or hits them with his Ferengi whip.
He has. Okay. I just wanted to double check that utterly misjudged what you guys are going to be doing. Are you going to be on the bridge doing things, bridgey things, while other people are fixing the ship, or what are you guys doing now that Cash is trying to feverishly plot something? You want to confront him?
Noit is going to be looking at that helmet, but Dravok's going to go up to the bridge and say, "Hey, boss, what do you want me to do with these Nausicaans? They're still tied up and they're bitching at me.
Well,
They're saying, hey, treat us better. Show us kindness and let us join your crew." And I'm like, "No, we don't trust Nausicaans. No, we're not letting you join us." So
I would say
do we space them?
I'm not against it, but I would like to find out a little bit more information about who sicked him on us in the first place. And you said, correct me if I'm wrong, you said you ran into some Romulans.
Yes, well, I didn't personally know. I was here on the ship the whole time, but Noit went out to do some business dealings, and he met with someone who had this mask/hat thing, and he bought it, and then like all of a sudden he became a wanted man by these Romulans. They seem to be wanting this thing very badly, and I'm very sorry. And Noit he's usually been a very good assistant to me, but I didn't mean for him to attract more attention to our endeavors.
No, it's all right. It's just going to be a significant dog in his pay, but that's to be expected.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, all the rest of them off the ship, but it would be, I think, to our advantage to get a little information out of them. And hell, if they're not useful,
all right.
You want me? And I'm trying to say that loud enough that they can hear in that little room.
Oh yeah, where would they be? Because I've got them in a.
We tied them up in one of the cabins. I think it was
that must mean that you're leaving the leaving the intercom open by accident.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they can keep. They think they've got the drop on you. They're both listening really carefully. Like, oh wait, they've managed to like click the button, and you realize that they've turned on the intercom, and you just decide, oh, this is going to be it. They turn the button back off with their space. You see the communicator light, the comm panel light turn off to indicate that they turned off their speaker at that point.
Perfect.
Do you want me to bring them one at a time and have you question them? I'm not always the best at questioning. I'm pretty good at making them answer.
Oh, sure. Sounds good to me.
I'm quite skilled at pumping up their fingers one knuckle at a time, things like that. But as far as knowing what to ask them, nah. Except for, do you want to buy some steroids? I could ask.
Well, no, we don't want that. But yeah, I think we'll make a beautiful team.
Yes, I agree. As long as it is profitable for us, so I get out of debt and lose the Orion hunters on my butt, I will be very happy.
We got to ask them if they got any business opportunities. That might keep us from spacing them.
Indeed.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
God,
true.
That's a thing.
That's true. I don't know. Nausicaans usually aren't very good businessmen. They're kind of stupid that way, but maybe we'll get lucky. I'll bring in henchman A. I think that was his
Nausicaan
name.
9 and Nausicaan 7.
All right. I'll bring in 7 of 9.
7 and 9, yeah.
But,
Zen 9, yeah. 7 Zen 9.
Who's the freaking leader for this thing? I made up goofy names.
Cloypum.
All right, we got to get our voices ready because I'm just going to do it this way. Yeah, we're going to go this way. So you got Nausicaan 7, who does, despite you being, I forget how tall you were for Friggy, like 5 feet?
Little, yeah.
Or I mean Dorvak. I forget if you were tall.
Little.
I'm
wide,
like a Lord of the Rings dwarf. I'm very blocky because I'm pumped up, but I'm still short like a Ferengi. Like
I just
5
wanted to
feet
make
or less.
sure.
I'm just bulked up. I'm pumped.
Yep.
Myself up.
So you've got so you have Noskin 7. He's got his little fangs going. He's like, whoa. And he kind of looks at all of you because he's really trying to put the old intimidation whammy on you. Because he does tower over you. He's like 3 feet taller than all of you. So except the Denobulan and human, he's still like a foot and a half taller easily than either of them, and just massive. So he could give you trouble despite the drugs, had he not been bound and humiliated. But he's giving the stink eye. His little beady eyes are staring at you like he's pissed.
Oh, is he on the bridge now?
Oh, I apologize. Yes, I'm presuming you just got drugged to the bridge, right?
All right.
Okay. Drugged to let me bring Nuskin so and take off his marker. Look at that.
I just can't, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at an ad for Universal Technical Institute right now. I just can't see.
Oh, here, let me share the actual. I thought I shared my screen.
Oh, maybe that's just not coming up for me.
Well, this is what you get for
it is.
This is what you get for missing staff meetings. I think the share screen doesn't work when a participant joins extra. Got it. And that's okay. So now you can actually see
right before we're supposed to start.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
5 minutes after.
I'm not going to say that Felix hasn't done that to you on occasion. It's a professional courtesy. We acknowledge these things. These are professional. So yeah,
hey there, big fella.
What? Oh.
Hey there, big fella.
Whoa. Yeah, I am. Shit, he's gotten me to say yes. He's gotten me to yes. I'm halfway through this negotiation. and he's mad because he's like, damn it. Like, I was not to fall for Ferengi ways. I'm warned us.
Well, listen, I am always looking for good help. And you know what they say, it's hard to find around here. And I'm sort of grinding my heel into Grell's kidney.
Yeah, your help is kind of puny, and he looks over at Dravok. Really, he's eyeing up Dravok, and if you want to get a security and insight roll, Dravok, or anybody who wants to.
Security insight. Let's see.
Security and insight.
Oh, not the worst. I'm okay.
Let's see.
I'm driving the ship.
Security is pretty good. 5, and insight is.
I would even go with insight and command.
I got my security.
Yeah, I was just.
Insight is 9.
Because part of this is like your. Yeah, this is meant
less.
to be your observant shit roll.
Ooh. I rolled a 1, so one of them was pretty lordly, and the other one, however, was a 17.
One was a 17. That's not bad. You need 1 success.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 1 success, and the 1 success was a 1.
Holy crap! Well, that's 2 points. Hey, can everybody say goodnight to Mr. Goliath-Man? He is going Betty bye.
Good night, Mr. Goliath-Man. Sleep tight.
Night,
Sleep
Mr.
tight,
Goliath-Man.
Yes, he can stay up for like so much, but we're not D&D. I'm sorry, we're not.
I can't wait, Mr. Goliath.
We're not tombs. Yeah, we're not tombs. We don't have a tomb involved, so I think that's a big thing. And Shrek isn't there. So anyway, we've got. Wait, how many? I didn't bring the frickin'. I can't believe I didn't bring any of the momentum counters. Oh, I remember why. Because momentum is measured on the fucking screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Simon, can you give me ice cream?
Let me see there. Cameron, you generated 1 more momentum. 5. Dave, did you get at least 1 success?
Oh, I didn't roll.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and roll to notice things.
I got 2 successes.
All right.
Just normal.
So I'm gonna put the 2 momentum into the bank, at least for right now, and you guys can each ask additional questions based on your observations. Okay. So you both have observed. Let me get myself back down to the actual screen. You both observed Nasi 7 and Drovak. You get the distinct impression that he's doesn't think highly of you at all, and is plotting probably a way to get loose from the bindings. He's been working his bindings a bit, and he's been working on them, and after that, that'll be extra costs for your extra 20 questions. And Hash Dash, you definitely observe that 7 is going to be happy to audition for Drovak's job. And or to replace Drovak, because he spots that he's muscle. And that's what the Nausicaan thinks of himself as. Now, it doesn't mean he can't have other skills, but the only thing he's ever been hired to do is this.
All right.
He's been hired to hit things and wreck shit.
Hit things, flip things.
So, all right. Well, did I notice that he was trying to get out as well?
You did not.
Okay.
And so each of you gets, if you have more, hey, while I'm observing, do I notice, you can ask a couple of questions about, like you can just kind of interrogate the scene a little bit.
All right.
Either one can do it in any term. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you think about that, because I'm going to flip over to other players.
Excellent.
So Lara, you made your way down to the deck, right? Okay.
Yes.
So you guys have got the governor back off. The ship is pretty much running. So I didn't know after the repairs what you wanted to do.
Well, Gorth wants to just double check that the engines are running smoothly and as close to peak performance as they possibly can on this junkie.
Okay. Well, it is running. I mean, and you're making say about 70% of maximum speed, which I'm not gonna tag myself to yet. We're gonna treat this like old Star Trek, where they just said full speed or 3/4 speed and not put a number on it. But you are headed nowhere kind of fast. I mean, it's not taxing the engines or anything, but there's just no course plotted.
Okay. Our comms are still out, aren't they?
As far as I'm concerned, by the time
I did get those.
We pick up where we left off, everything has been, you and Lara have been able to kind of put things to rights. You've gotten rid of the Nausicaan,
so I'm gonna,
boot off your ship. You took the boot off your ship.
So I'm gonna call up to Crash Dash and just let him know that things are running smoothly down here now, and question where we're headed. So, do we have any place in mind, or are we just going?
Well, number one place is not where we just were, where every single one of us was getting jumped, which I think we're accomplishing mighty fine.
Yeah, we've done that. Check. That's check.
Where else? Well, are there any other inhabited planets of this system?
Not in this one. You kind of, well, I will say you've left the system, and now you can just go to, well, is there anything nearby that's not where we were? I'm going to say you hightailed it.
Lyra speaks up.
Sorry?
Lyra speaks up and says, we need medical supplies. Your medical facility is I can't even, I have no words for how bad.
All right, well, I told you all when you signed on, don't get hurt. How hard is that?
Also, medical supplies to, coerce captured Nausicaans, for example, maybe. They can be handy for that, too. So,
you guys, by the way, you guys could come up to the bridge if you want.
Yeah, if things are
things are
running
totally
smoothly, I
smooth.
think that we'll.
I'm not gonna bushwhack
We'll head
you
up
unless
to
I spend threat, and there's nothing you can do to prevent me from doing that. Just to let you know,
Yeah, so we'll head up to the bridge.
Okay, I just kind of wanted to bring you together because it was kind of like,
Well, I think Gorath wants to check in though on his harpsichord real quick.
okay, I'm going to send Lyra up then.
Yeah, Lyra will go up, and
Lyra up,
Gorath
Gorath
wants
down.
to check in on the harpsichord.
I got 2 pair of speakers and a harpsichord. Okay, there.
All right. Well, fact of the matter is, all we got in the cargo hold are bugs, and apparently some kind of piano. I don't pretend to understand the artistic side of your husband, but look, we'll just go to the next closest system, and we'll look. They gotta have medical supplies wherever we go. We just didn't have enough time before we all got bushwhacked back on Oberon 7. So sure, we'll go next door, I suppose.
I'm going to send you the name.
Sounds reasonable.
Thank you.
So all we have to barter with is these bugs.
Well, did you bring anything with you?
No
And yeah, we got bugs.
bugs. Okay. All right.
Looks like it's gonna be Tau Genii Beta. Hey, computer, what's that system known for? Any sort of news coming out of?
Yeah, the computer is popping up, and it indicates that there's like an old posting. There's not a lot of news out of it now, but it's kind of an old posting that says the planet is currently, it is an agricultural world. It's very verdant and wonderful, and it gives you a little promo reel. And also it says, please note this planet is under restriction by the Tellarite Mining Consortium for Symbolian Bloodburn, which is like, I think, Space Plague.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll just
Just sort of pull your
advance.
yeah, pull your you pull your little red shirt up and over the.
Well, maybe I can Lyra can assist with the sicknesses down there, and maybe we might be able to make some
Hey,
actual
sure.
cash.
And you know what, big guy? I think I got a job for you.
Whoa,
You're gonna be the first one off the ship. How's that sound?
Take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath.
See how it goes. It's gonna be fine, big guy. Just hold on.
You got a big guy, big lungs.
Is the air breathable?
He's got big lungs. He's a big guy. Oh God. Let me see how much what was his chance of fathoming any? Well, he's not colossally stupid. He's just big. He's muscled. He's also like probably unnecessary cruelty is part of the package. 4d20. So hopefully that'll be it. Okay, so he rolled a 19 and an 18. So he did not catch any of the things you guys were talking about. You didn't say anything out loud from the screen when you said computer. You had the presence of forethought to just put this on a monitor facing away from him.
Yeah.
Which would explain why he just is utterly clueless, if that's okay, because I don't want him to be that dense.
Yeah.
Here's planet under quarantine. He's going to connect. There's a dot or two he's going to connect. But you had that, just hidden away from you. Do you want to share that with the rest of the crew about it? Because so far, I'm going to pretend that this is shielded from the rest of the crew.
No, I don't.
You can bring them in on it. It's okay. Otherwise, they'll get sick. Don't get sick.
I want to get there first, but I will tell them before we get off the ship.
Okay.
Certainly.
Okay.
But for right now.
Sorry, I just think it's funnier than hell.
Oh, I get that. Okay.
What? Did I?
All right. Well, I filed a little quarantine notice away for later.
Okay.
Yeah. And just set a course for Tau Jenny I Beta.
Okay. And that would be you because you're the pilot too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You have to step
One
over.
second.
You have to step over a console, so you put your foot firmly in Grell's back. Is he on his tum tum or is he on his back?
I kind of imagine fetal position, so I can really just get
right into the
like up over the shoulder.
Okay.
Hip, kidney.
It's all squishing. Do you just flip him so that he takes abuse from both sides? Kind of.
Yeah. All right, roll over, buddy.
Head on the starboard side this time. Face starboard. Smack. All right, rotate him.
Oh yeah. Speaking of,
Yes.
do you recognize this little fella? I'm asking the Nasakin about.
Oh yeah, you step over him and start setting the course and say that very casually.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you all look kind of alike. You're all kind of shrimpy, and you've got this lobe head thing. I can't really see your faces, to be honest. It's like, can you show me the top of his head?
Yeah, sure. And I shove him over.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, that guy.
Amon Dash, don't trust this guy. He's been working on his bonds.
Oh well, I
So
mean,
be
if he
careful.
gets out, just break his arm.
All right, I can do that. Or I could break it beforehand. That way he can't get out of his bonds because it will hurt too much.
Is Lyra here?
It's called pre-break.
Lyra should be up with you, yes. What's up?
All right.
Sorry, Paul?
No, I was just saying it was pre-breaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, given that the doctor's right here, it's like, hey, this could work.
Yeah. Hey, Lyra, in your professional opinion, how long would it? How much longer would it take for him to get out of his bonds if his arm was broken? Say.
I'd say a good 50% longer.
So that'd be long enough for me to get him right between the eyes, right? And I've just got my my laser pistol.
Yes. You got your pistol
right,
just
well,
slapping it? Yeah.
That shouldn't be a problem then. Dravok, if you do the honors.
All right, I'll do it right above the wrist, so when he goes to pull the thing off, it really hurts.
Yeah, it sounds.
He starts to.
Sounds amenable.
Wait! Don't do that. I'm not gonna be any good if my hands don't work.
But I saw you looking at me, thinking I'm some kind of weakling. So
Well,
I'm
you
going to
are.
show you. I'm
Well,
going to show
yeah,
you
but-
I can break your arm with 2 hands.
Well, anybody.
I actually bet you could do it with just the one.
Well, my hands are kind of small compared to his arms, so I need 2. I got to get around there and really crank on it.
Well,
What? No. What? Well, look. What do you want me to like? I've got to think hard. Hold on. He's really thinking hard now. He's like,
I want you to not try to get out of your bonds right now. I want you to just sit there, listen, and talk. I know that's a lot for you, but you don't have to break your arm.
We could demo on the other guy what we're going to do to him. That other guy's just back there waiting around, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. How much you like?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go and break his arm. He's a piece of shit.
And after it happens, I can just put it in a cast. So, you know.
That's
You don't-
right.
you don't have any medical
And once
supplies.
we get medical supplies, you can get one of those thingies that they wave around and heals if you find the Federation. There's got to be some like Federation mall where they have, you know, the magic wand thingy that the doctors all wave, and then it does the protoplasmic bone fixie up here or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
I think.
You know what I'm talking about, Leo. It's that thing. It's like a.
Well, let me look that up.
I think
on the
they call it a
description.
Ferengi burger.
Yeah,
I think it's
wave
called
around.
a Ferengi burger. Some Ferengi probably sold it to them. I don't know.
The Ferengulator.
Yeah, the
I think
Ferengulator.
we'll use the Ferengulator now.
Ferengulator.
You guys need to decide what a Ferengulator really does.
We'll spend momentum on it.
I will
I'm happy
spend a
with
lot
that.
just to have some. I'm going to need some extra peringulators. So 7 is really all excited about you going and breaking 9's arm. So while you're at it, break his knee. He owes me money.
A little dissension in the ranks is always good for prisoners.
I'm going to tell Dravok, yeah, go ahead and do that, and try to give him a wink. We'll see how that works.
Do you guys want to attempt to roll for this misunderstanding, or are you? Do you just want it to carry off without a hitch? Do you want some dice on that or not?
I'm always happy with some dice.
Yeah, maybe he's got adamantium in his bones. Who knows? I can just try breaking it and break my own fingers instead. The two 20s.
It sounds like we don't even need to.
Wait, do you already? Because you're telling him you're winking to try and convey a secret message to him, right? Because as far as I know, Dravok is just going to go break his arms. So you're going to try and do a command and presence roll, which you have in spades, and then this is to send the message.
Ooh, it's a 2 and a 4.
Good grief. And I think those are probably, they're close enough to critical if you can make up a focus. Subtlety. You have a value? Let's sort itself out.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
No, okay. So that's 2 successes. All right. So that reduces the number of successes that Dravok needs to 1. So this is your chance to receive the message. And this would be like insight and either command. I like insight and command.
Okay.
Like this is where you're understanding Pig Latin and there's no languages skill.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's command.
I got
20 and a 20.
2 successes, a 12 and a 6.
Okay, so you get whatever your intention was, which was I think.
So I'm trying to tell you to make it sound like you're messing the other guy up in the other room.
So we're not going to bring 9 in and break it in front of him. We're just.
No, I want it to be shock and awe, but in the other room.
All right, so.
You're gonna have to make a performance check now, whatever the equivalent of that is.
There is not one. This is you look at that character sheet. This is a rough game.
I do have a high presence and I have a persuasion skill. So
I think that's exactly it. You also are going to take. I'd like you to also take Lyra with you.
Okay.
Or Lyra with you because I believe that it's going to take 2 of you so that he doesn't die.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd like.
Yeah, make sure.
Yeah, if the bone comes out
sure
through his arm, I won't be able to stop the bleeding. Compound fracture kills.
Yeah, good idea. I'll just keep my gun trained, my phaser, my pistol.
Right. So on the way to Nausicaa 9, I'm going to try to find something that might make a sound like a cracking sound.
Well, you can close the door behind you to the bridge.
Okay.
And then it becomes just theater of the mind.
Okay. But I will kick him in the pills so he screams out as if his arm was broken.
Okay, you just have to know where the pills are.
Yeah.
So, Dash, I'm assuming that you turn on the audio to the chamber. And Lyra and Dravok, you guys are going to describe what you're doing to make the sounds without necessarily taking it out of Nausicaa 9.
Okay. So are we?
I want to see you have a box of sand with 2 shoes in it. Sorry, what?
Yeah. Well, what do we have available to us?
Oh, you just assume you have anything available. You just say, I take a pillow up, or I grab a pan from the cabin.
What about just like a piece of wood? And
there's a sculpture that Grell kept a lot of sandalwood sculptures in his room, which is this is. So you're in Grell's quarters now. Grell had all kinds of shit in his room.
And Dravok can easily just break that puppy
Oh,
in
yeah.
half.
Okay.
Right? That'll be
Hey,
perfect.
is there anything? The weird part is like the Nausicaan's watching you do this.
Nausicaan 9.
Nausicaan 9's watching you. Unless you want to kick him in the pills and then go to another room and do all this.
Yeah, because then we can record him. Yeah, we'll kick him first so he makes a sound, and we'll
Okay,
record
there you
it, and then we'll broadcast it at a later time when we get out of the room and snap the sculpture.
I'm dearly
we
loving the
go.
following.
That's
that this
great.
is like 2 doors down. They're going to start the interrogation any minute now. And Dash, you're sitting there any minute now. Any minute now, they're going to...
They're gonna really show him what's what.
I want to hear him squeal. I want to
you
hear
will.
him call for his mom. And only me and the captain knew who his mom's secret name was. So that's how I know it'll be genuine.
Oh, Jesus! But
I'm... by the way, I'm going to spend threat to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you'll hear exactly that.
And you do have a comms channel just open to them as this is running.
Guaranteed, you will hear that. I promise you.
So you guys have just like gotten into the room with an audio recorder, and you hear that set of stuff. Sorry.
I'm now going to go quickly into my room and get an old-fashioned syringe with some of the steroids in, and instead of kicking the pills, I'm going to go sounding with the steroids, if you know what sounding is.
What?
And I'm going to make him scream for his mommy.
Oh, freaking A. Hey, Libby.
This might be worse than just breaking his arm.
It's slightly. When did we discover a
Why
cure
don't
for
you just-
for syphilis? Are you could just...
Why don't we just threaten him with some oxygen in his veins or something?
Boy, you guys have just hit the old dark patch just hard tonight.
Well, but not
Well,
really
again,
doing
we're
most
not
of it. But
Starfleet.
yeah, the
We're not
sounding part
Starfleet.
might be a little bit cruel and unusual, I suppose. But if you want him to cry out for his mommy, maybe he has an Oedipus thing. So if we go down there, I don't know. We got to get him to say this magic word now.
I like.
Why are these Nausicaans so smart?
Why did I spend 2 threat? Because this is wrong.
All right. Well, we got to get him to say this.
Let me see. I had an idea because I'm a player at heart. So that's my suggestion. Nobody's going to pull that off, but you're welcome to try. While they're doing that, the harpsichord is looking mighty fine.
Yeah.
Is there anything specific that you were interested in about it, or it looks fine? There's not any. I don't know what kind of investigation or whatever once over you're given it, or if you're going to play, maybe.
Well, he just wants to actually kind of see if he can estimate the value of it. Like use his insight.
Sure. Or to like,
some way
you want
to-
to sell it, not play it. So this is an investment.
Well,
right?
yeah, he'll give it the once over. He wants to make sure it's still working. If it needs any any kind of repair, what's its current value, in his estimation, and how things are. Yeah, like could you
Okay.
get something for it?
Well, it is. It's rare. It appears to actually have been handcrafted and not synthesized. And that
Nice.
suggests that there's a certain age, or either age or craftsmanship, and you can do a little tricorder scan if you want to. These are all
Yeah.
0 cost rolls, and you guys have maxed out. But you're looking at this actually probably being about a century old.
Nice.
And inside,
Okay.
because on the inner lid thing, the because it has a lid, right? Or it has a thing.
The lid.
It
Lid,
has like the manufacturer's logo or the manufacturer's mark on the sound.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have a soundboard, right? Or does it? Okay.
Yeah, it
Because I
does.
remember
It does.
plucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that makes weird sound. And inside it does say, we see it says Gothos Instruments Inc. on it.
All right. Okay,
So you
cool.
now have a manufacturer, a point of origin for manufacture, and that it's handmade and it looks to be really, really nice. So it would fetch,
Okay.
I don't know in the neighborhood of what you'd think would be, really people don't own cars or things, so it's hard to tell you what the equivalent value would be.
Right. Yeah. It's really, more for a
Oh, yeah.
collector of somebody
Yes.
of some kind, like myself. So, he's gonna take
Yep.
some video of it, play it a little bit so people can hear it, and then, so he can
Yes.
demonstrate it.
Put it up on Facebook.
Yeah, I was
Marketplace.
exactly thinking that was
Right,
exactly where we
exactly.
were doing it.
Right. So,
I think yeah, definitely that.
So we'll go back.
Yeah, so you can go ahead if you want. I mean, there's not necessarily a performance check, but it would be essentially your presence and it's either your presence and control or CONN for an emotional
Okay.
performance, or control and con or technical performance. Depends on what you want to do. I'm twisting this game hard.
we want to go
honestly.
emotional. We
The
want to go
emotional
in
direction? Okay. So yeah, that's your presence, your
Yeah.
force of personality, and con. I think you have a focus on instruments. And if you don't, I'm really sad at both of us for missing that. But I think you have an instrument focus, so that's right off the bat. So
Yeah.
whatever your con is,
That'll be his communications.
yes. Well, that's his focus.
Yeah. Music through
Yeah.
communications through music.
And you have what's your?
Okay.
I forget what your stat is for CONN.
It's just a 1, but my presence
Well,
is
here's
a
the
10.
deal. So, are you more of a composer instead of a performer? It sounds like.
No, I'm more of a performer. He's more.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to freaking wait. Why don't I have his character sheet? Oh, there he is. I'm trying to look at Gorath.
But a performer would be able to, just make stuff up on the.
Okay, yeah. We may have to give you. I don't know of a way to note this on your character sheet, but we're just gonna crank the rules on this. For purposes of instrumentation or playing musical instruments, you have a functional con of 4 because there's not a musical instrument skill. And I have a feeling smarter referees than me would have done it, but I know it's not music, ain't security. Command possibly, but I really dislike that because that means the jocks.
Communications through music.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, everybody's
Okay.
disappearing, man. Wait, did somebody? Okay, there you go. Yeah. So what you need to do is just tell me how many successes you have with the emotional aspect of the music.
I'm rolling 2 dice, right?
2 dice.
Dos dice.
That's a dice.
Okay.
Yeah, because
You got a 10 and a 4.
okay, the 4 falls into the critical range because of your using your focus. So that's 3 successes. So that makes it makes a good ad. It was a really impressive performance. It'll probably improve the chances of it's 3 successes, so that's 10% per success. So it increases the chance of by 30%. That
Right.
someone will come and pick off the ad fairly soon.
Okay.
So you're just going to put that out on Space Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming you actually have kind of connections to.
Yeah, he has collectors connections and
Okay.
musicians and.
Do you want to talk to one of them directly right now, or just put it out on a network?
No, we're gonna do the general first to see what kind of interest there is out there, and then once we have the interest, then we can play them against each other and get as high a price as we can.
Okay, cool. What I'm going to do is flip back to the people who are about to beat some poor Nausicaan semi-senseless. I don't know anymore. I'm not sure what's happening here.
We're just going to pretend.
So are you doing this on audio? Because I want to hear. I want to hear what Cash Dash is doing when all this is happening. This is his reaction shots are what is going to pay the rent this month.
I actually want to be as nonchalant about it as possible. I'm trying to really play it off like I don't even care what's happening in the other room.
Okay.
Actually, what I would like to do is if I can have my pistol trained on him with one hand, I would like to do a little Googling about the Tellarite Mining Consortium in the meantime.
Okay.
So I'm just kicking back. I'm sitting at the helm with my feet kicked up on Grell.
Yep. Still unconscious, the Grell.
Laser pistol pointed at Nausicaan, and then with one hand just doing a little bit of
space searching
on the Tellarite Mining Consortium.
Okay. What I'm going to give you is a bit of a printout. Tellarite Mining Consortium has a long and storied history, and it predates the Federation. And it is generally something, a thing that will make the Ferengi proud. They are willing to go to any extent to secure a contract. Have been known to have illegal mining operations or mine on worlds where things were forbidden. Occasionally will cut corners on environmental regulations, but they've never actually done shoddy work. For mining, the consortium does not have mining accidents, which is the one thing it's amazingly known for. The Tellarites are all nitpickers. When you get down to it, they're never happy, and they focus on any flaw they can find, and it's great to just get in there and dig on somebody when they make a mistake. So it actually turns out, even though they disregard regulations about the environment, they do have stuff that doesn't break down and does not blow up. But also they're just, they want the minerals at all costs in our allegedly post-scarcity society. We still seem to need to mine stuff. This is an agricultural world. It's not way up there in things. It's just it's a happy world. It's a small, low population colony. And why the mining consortium would give a hoot about a place full of plants, and your probably your next question is the mineral rights of the planet. What's the planet like in terms of what it contains? And what I'd like you to do is make a security and either insight or reason.
I'll do security insight, and I'm going to buy an extra.
Okay.
Die.
You got a fuck ton of momentum, so this is not a problem.
Yeah, I figured it's time to
It's time to use it. If I switch scenes, you lose a point.
Oh boy.
What'd you buy? How many 20s did you buy yourself?
Just one extra, so 3 total.
Yeah, I know. How many 20s?
I got a 19, a 16, and an 8. So thank goodness I bought one extra.
That was the 9. We always assume you buy the 19. to make you feel like
No, I
shit.
assumed about the hate.
Generally, whenever we would have a player, this was Good Devil Inc. would always buy dice, and he would invariably always critically fail when he purchased a die. He did feel did feel a little bit picked on, but these were his dice too. Right. He wound up, he put him in the garbage disposal after the last session.
Karma's a bitch.
Yes. So, what you're going to do is you get your one success, I think, because you didn't have anything totaling 16. You get your one success, and you're looking at that planetary survey, and it talks about how much water there is and what the atmosphere is like, and all these other facts about the planet. But it does not seem to indicate like the mineralogical survey. It's telling you about the fuzzy-footed squirrels and all this other detail about the planet, but there is a lack of detail on things like minerals and natural.
Could I spend another momentum to see if that has been deliberately?
You can try.
Let's see if I can determine.
Yeah, I'll let you make another roll. Because you didn't. Because the immediate spends, I think, are only related to your
only
roll.
if you get more successes. Yeah, I get it.
It's kind of like I bet Grell could help if he were conscious.
I'm happy with him as my footrest at the current moment.
Right now his kidney's a little squishy. I'm gonna rotate him a little bit later. So if you want to try and make the same roll again, try that again. Let's see what right, I just go with 2 dice and not my trouble.
That's my plan.
Well, don't bother buying
20.
2 16s.
Well, but you're aware.
No more information.
You're aware that something's up. This is fishy. So.
Well, yeah, I think my wheels are turning already, and I'm mentally applauding the Telluride mining consortium. Nausicaan 07 is just seeing me sort of flick through things and chuckling to myself.
He's really kind of looking at your how like somebody's trying to read your desk, when they're sitting across from you. You get the impression, because he's locked into your eyes, he's hoping that he's scanning your face, he's scanning for any jewelry on you that could possibly reflect what's on that screen. I mean, he is deeply in concern. He's even forgotten about what's happening over in the next cabin. So what are you guys doing now?
All right.
You've been recording. You got to get his mama. There was talks of holo novels.
Right. So I'm gonna.
Dave, why don't you take Nausicaa 9? I don't want you to get bored.
So I'm gonna combine.
I would love it if you were Shrek. Could he be Shrek?
What?
Sorry.
What are you doing in my swamp? This isn't even my room.
We're doing this.
What we're doing here is showing you something very disturbing. And what I'm gonna do is take hopefully use my presence in engineering with my focus of persuasion to convince Nausicaa 9 that we found something on a website called Nausicaan Oedipal Love, and we're gonna try and convince him that his mom has been making bad things and making money off it, and he hasn't seen any of it. Because Frangies are all motivated by money, so I'm going to assume Nausicaans are as well.
Lara, what are you doing to assist in this? Are you helping create the image? Or are you helping sell it?
I think she's gonna help sell it.
All right, and I'm going to spend.
How are you going to sell it? Because he's describing this thing.
So, she's gonna act shocked, and she's like, "I can't believe that your mom would do this to you and leave you out." And
I don't want to play Nausicaa 9 anymore.
This whole
I don't blame
situation.
you.
I mean, look at you. You're out here. You're on board the ship. You're tied up in a back room. And your mom, she's making a fortune.
Yeah, it's pretty disturbing. It's pretty disturbing, actually.
I think we broke Dave. I'm sorry. There's a reason I knew I didn't want this part. Oh, we're screwed.
I want to spend one momentum to get an extra die.
Okay.
To roll the persuasion.
Okay. How convinced is this? Also, Chelpuck, would you please roll 1d for the assist, and your target would be your persuasion and command.
I rolled 3 successes, 8, 10, and 7.
Wait,
not persuasion, presence. Yes.
Presence? Yeah.
Naughty number 9. Okay. Not as helpful as it could be.
She stuttered.
Stuttered. Man, our pictures are like.
But I did get 3 successes, so I don't know how many we needed. And then I don't want him to look long at my deep fake because, I mean, if he looks long, so I just kind of flash like my pad. And go, yeah, this is really disgusting. And she's profiting behind your back.
Yeah, that would be a very Ferengi thing to say. Did you want me to try and take this over, or do you want to go with what you can decide is breaking point? Because they've made a very compelling 3 successes is like not reality warping, but it's fairly substantial. They've done a major selling job.
Yeah. I think he's getting a little hot and bothered thinking about it.
I love the idea that you were trying to. What was your goal? Hold on. What was you guys' goal for him?
The
goal is to make him say his mother's name so that Nausicaa 9 hears that he's really in pain, even though we're not really making him suffer.
And so your goal wasn't to enrage or
enrage him, like, he goes like, "Mommy!"
Okay, so they think it's enrage. They think they're trying to. I love the idea that they think they're trying to get you mad, and it could be Oedipal. Because I think Lyra may have gotten the message that it was Oedipal, and so now they've got 2 different messages happening to you at the same time.
Yeah, he's.
I don't know what you're doing. Sorry. What?
He's gonna call out in pained rage his secret mother's name,
which is in human speech. What would a secret mother's name? What would be the name that mother and son share?
Thelma.
What? Thelma.
I just said Thelma.
Agnes.
Agnes is good. Thelma is good too. They're all good.
Well, it could be.
I just pulled up a Nausicaan name generator.
It's no good. It's not very much fun.
No, it's not.
It's throat clearing. No, that's why I said in the human tongue, what would this be? So that way you can go, Kenmore refrigerator. It's like be very, very literal people, like Tabaxi. So you've got the recording. Okay, that was for the recording.
For the recording.
For the recording. That was to get the name. You just now got that. You've got that all down. I don't know if you're going to leave. You're going to let him see it or not.
No, we don't want him to see it. We can go.
Because right now he's really upset about this, right?
Yeah. We'll let you stew on it. Yeah. I'm very sorry to bring you this news. And then I'll go into the hall and stand by the comm panel and go, "This is what happens when you invade a Ferengi vessel." I'll snap the thing and then nod to Lyra to play the recording.
Agnes!
We did.
And then we'll pretend that it wasn't on the comm panel, and we'll walk back to the bridge. And did you hear what we did, Nausicaa? Could you hear him screaming down the hall?
07. They have a pale face. There's two kinds of Nausicaans. There's the more pale-faced Nausicaans, and there's the more ruddy ones, depending on what continent they're from, I guess, and what makeup guy was on deck that day. This Nausicaan, he was one of the bone white ones, and he's got even boner whiter, if that's a phrase. We'll go boner whiter.
He's gone from the ivory wedding dress to the pure white.
He's gone to pure white. He's alabaster at this point.
The porn channel get reestablished again?
Yeah. Oh wait, did I put that? Ooh, I gotta get rid of that. Sorry about that. I forgot to put the malware on. I didn't delete it. Nope, we just reinstated a little bit. So the he is just convinced of what you've done, and was a bit disturbed.
Right, so.
God, I love that woman.
Now,
and I need to give her my subscription's almost up. I really do need the job.
all right. Well, you've done an admirable job not worming out of those bonds while it was just you and me in there. Granted, I did have my laser pistol trained on you at all times, but I think we're in a good place to start the onboarding paperwork. Of course, you'll be on a temporary contract to start. It's a lesser rate, you understand, but I think we have a deal.
Whoa. Okay, where do I bleed on this? He looks at your pad. I guess are you handing him papers or anything?
Oh yeah, it's about this thick.
It's like you hand him 30 pads in a stack. 30 iPads. Here you go. Here's the iPads.
Right, he's gonna be scrolling for a long time.
He has to go to the next pad, and then he shoots
Ferengi Eula.
Ferengi Eulas are the best Eulas. But he asks, well, all right, where do I bleed on this?
Oh, anywhere you like.
Okay, so he then...
you're going to be working under Dravok here. He's going to be your immediate superior.
That's right. Don't make me break your arm, too.
He stares at you, looks over at a control panel that he's next to, and smashes his head into the side of it. Which is going to give somebody something to do tomorrow, so that there's blood on his face, and he kind of leans over and smacks his head on the pad.
Oh! I thought it was a sabotage thing.
Oh, sorry, no. That's what I'm wondering too.
Yeah, it's just
I like you're all sitting here because you didn't even say I'm going to shoot him, so now I know you guys are not going to be up for surprises.
This is how cultural misunderstanding happens, Nausicaa.
Captain, this is just his thing. This is the way of his people, is to commit vandalism. It's not an important panel, it's up high, so it's obviously not important because it's taller than you can reach. Yeah. So it's up there for the humies to get to. All
right. Well, it's a good thing you bled on that already, because that's coming out of your pay, but that's all right because you clearly read through all the paperwork already.
Right.
Yeah, you're a good speed reader.
Paper. Right. What's paper? That sounds like a human thing.
Yeah, it's Ferengi. I prefer to keep things in a physical form as backup. It's a lot harder to go in and edit after the fact, but
yeah,
I
guess that's a blessing and a curse, ain't it?
Right.
More binding.
This is a cool thing. Right. Here we go. Who do I smash now?
Well, you're not going to smash anybody right at the moment, but I know, Dravok, you still got that fight club going on?
Yeah, that's right. I do the fight club. You can come down there and learn.
Yeah,
we're going to instantly heal your friend's arm too once we get on this planet and get some medical supplies so he can participate as well, if you can talk him into joining us.
Well, I don't know. He's probably dead now because he swore he'd never tell his mother's name and live. So where's Lyra during all
just-
this?
Our med tech is top notch.
What?
Our med tech is top notch.
I know. I don't know if I don't. Maybe he was just lying too, though. So there's that possibility.
She'll keep him alive whether he likes it or
All
not.
right. So what did you guys put on your hands, or how did you guys indicate you just roughed up a Nausicaan when you've come back into the room with number 7? It sounds like you came back into the room with number 7.
Yeah, we came in to see what his reaction was.
Okay. So how are you? What do you look like?
And there was
you,
also kind of a, well, since he was bound, I'm assuming that he wouldn't have put up much of a struggle other than squirming around. So maybe I'll have a couple of fake bruises.
okay. Lara, is there anything that you would want to do to alter your appearance to indicate struggle and or torture?
Well, she didn't have to do anything, but she can maybe like put some makeup on her or something like that to kind of make his bruises look more realistic.
Okay. Well, 9 is still like off in a
Or
hole. Okay, so yeah, you've got 7, and it looks like when 7 is over, when you're escorting him out, right? You don't even know where you're going to keep him at this point. Grell's quarters.
Right.
He kind of looks at the control panel that the helm, the steering the ship panel, and just says, you should be using the warp ellipse theory because that'll get you like 15% more distance on your crystals.
You know what? Maybe you're going to be working with Gorath then.
Well, I don't know nothing about
You could still
no
do
wrench.
Oh, well.
Oh, and then he said, and it would help if you actually plotted a course to like, other than, because you're going to almost miss that whole planet the way you got it set up.
All right, well. Yeah, hang on. Hold up. Come on over here.
Okay, he shuffles over. He's still hands tied behind his back. And
No, we're not doing that anymore.
is he free?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a little.
You signed the contract.
Oh yeah, he smashed his head into
Yeah,
a
that's
contract.
That's right. And contracts
Yeah,
are binding.
contract signed.
You have this wiping
But
the
I
blood
am-
off the screen. Yeah.
I roll Grell over yet again with my feet. Yeah, I think I'm in the market for a new helmsman, as a matter of fact.
Okay. And this 8-foot tall guy is trying to sit. You know how like when you're in the kindergarten,
Yeah,
the
these-
little tiny chairs, when everything's just the wrong size for you. He is going to be like ducking a lot, but yeah, he sits up there. He's eating his knees. I'm not going to do that. But he is going to eat his knees a little bit. And his, just very massive hands. But when they start interacting with the actual flight controls, incredibly dexterous, just very, very smooth. I mean, you don't think he's up to any funny business?
I'm watching him like a
Okay.
hawk. For sure.
Yeah, no, what I want you to do is con and insight. CONN and insight, yes.
13, one success.
Okay. Let me
5.
see. Let's see what he rolls. Come on. Where's my rolly? Where's my damn rolly thing? Okay. Well, it looks like he's programming in a very solid flight plan,
All right.
as far as you know. I don't know why of all the times to roll in front of you exactly how many successes he probably has. But he's put in a and from your analysis of this flight plan, it will actually, save a little bit more fuel and be
it's more efficient
more
than
efficient
mine.
orbit. Yeah, it'll get you right in there with a minimum of wear and tear. So
right.
there you go.
Well, good work, big fella.
Oh,
Stay the course.
right. No, I already did you want a new course?
No, that's a perfectly fine course. I just mean keep an eye on it. Make sure there's no
What?
nothing else. Sort of unexpected issues along the way.
Oh, should I wait for someone to yell? Should I yell for someone if that happens? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. And he's going to start looking at things and does point to the screen. There's a blue thingy, and I think we're the green thingy. He's just a little blue thingy.
What's the little blue thingy?
Round.
Oh, that's where we're going.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Okay. All right. Well, now there's an orange thingy coming between us and the blue thingy.
Oh, we'll steer around it.
Okay. He's gonna.
I don't want anything to do with any orange things.
Okay. Let me see. So, Garth, you finished up with your piano, right? Or your harpsichord.
Yeah,
Did you want to
yeah.
just go up to the bridge and join the rest of the crew and for my sense of togetherness?
Yeah. I was thinking that he might try and see if he can fashion the Nausicaan a little bit better seating situation.
All right. So is he aware?
So he'll like take measurements.
Okay, got it. I'm just gonna have you up on the bridge. Don't ask me why I'm trying to make sure the whole crew is in one spot. I just want it to happen.
Well,
It's like Christmas.
It's a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Nausicaan is doing the, he's trying to evade the. Oh, do you want me to hide from him, or do you want me to run into him? Because they'll go away.
I don't particularly want you to run into anything with this ship.
He also starts looking. Right?
Taking out a significant loan, which you would know because you were sent out to repossess the ship in the first place.
Well,
but you work for me
yeah,
now, so don't damage the ship.
But okay. Well, no, we can't break it either way. They don't pay us if we break it.
Oh well, good. We're on the same page.
But now that they are paying us, we can break it.
We
can break it now because they're not paying me.
I'm paying you. You just signed a contract.
Right.
Don't break the ship.
Hold on. He feels his head and checks the blood. Yeah, I guess I did. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a little bit of TBI.
A little bit. I got some IBS too, but you'll find out about that later. That was I didn't fill out the full health check.
Gorath wants to check out
the IBS.
He wants to check out the contract signing station. You know where he whacked his head.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, it's backup sensors and backup life support.
Yeah, so we want to make sure
fix that up. Fix that again. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that up.
So that's just a basic engineering and reason roll. I hear giant fucking dice. There's no way you can just show us. Can you put one of those in there? Is it bigger than your head? No, you have to put it in front of your face, though. It's telling us it's X-rated. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to put it in your nose. Yeah,
touching my nose.
Good God, that's huge.
All right, you said reason and engineering,
which should be your two killers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's 14. Okay. So I rolled a 3 and a 20.
Oh no.
All right.
Don't short out.
It seems that he's done more damage to this than what makes the eye.
I think every engineer in every game I've had has damaged the ships more than they fixed them.
I mean, he got
It's
a
called
3.
job security. I think that people just need to accept that
Yeah, right.
expensive ships
Always
break
double the
expensive
amount of
parts.
time.
That's all you got to know. What?
It always double the time it takes to repair stuff.
So you did repair. You can choose either the light. Which one takes the crit? Life support backup or sensors backup?
Sensors
Takes the
backup
crit.
takes the
Okay.
20. Yeah.
Yeah. So that will cause knock-ons into other systems that are related to the sensors. So you may or may not be able to rely on those, but you don't know that. You just know that you got the life support back on. This is and you do know that you failed and are going to have to do some looking around to see what else may have gone down. You know, with that thing cross-circuited.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Because what'll happen is there's the orange dot disappears that Nausicaa 7 was looking at. So it's gone now. I hid from it.
You're doing a good job, buddy.
It's gone. It totally disappeared.
Can I call you 7?
What?
Can I call you 7?
Yes. Because I don't have
You're
a
doing
better
a good
name.
job, 7. You strike me as a 7.
I thought I was. Yeah, I'm a Nausicaa 9. But yeah, okay.
Speaking of Nausicaa 9, Dravok is going to say to Lyra, I think we should take him down to sickbay and sedate him so we can just keep him out of sight of the other one and just say he's in a med bed healing and you just keep him knocked out for the time being. Because otherwise he'll say we never did break his arm.
Well, it's been fixed. And I'll put a not only will I put him sedate him, but I'll put a
Okay, so you're just
putting
him, you're just leaving him in this room right now though, right? Or you're dragging him all the way down to med bay.
Do we have a med bay with
don't we have like
one of those arm thingies like they put around people on TOS to hold them in their medical so they can't get away?
Sure.
Yeah.
But you literally only have one med in med bay. It's like a couch and it's a futon and like 2 IKEA shelves is med bay. You're running on.
Maybe for now, while we don't need it because nobody else is hurt, we'll just put him there and keep him sedated so he can't talk to the other one. Then if we need the med chair, then we space him or something.
Okay. You can sit him in there. All right. Evens or odds. And this is to determine whether or not there are restraints in the medical system. Because, things have been picked over.
That's right.
And plus, I don't know if the bondage bed is just a Federation military thing or not, or if every medical facility has bondage options.
Yeah,
this is no shame galaxy. What?
Since it's just a cargo freighter, it might not.
They're
not. It's not designed for transporting prisoners.
That's true.
Yep.
But it is a cargo freighter with probably straps and things.
True. We could always just put them. We could
hold.
just tie them up with a bunch of web belts and
okay,
a whole bunch
ratchet
of
straps.
Strap him. But either way, to see if the
we don't want to hurt him.
Right. We just want to keep him like sedated, and then if he does wake up, he can't leave the room and go tell 7 that we tricked him or something.
Okay. What I needed to do first is to determine if this is one of those beds that does have restraints built in. But you guys took it and ran with the idea of what if not. So we're just going to go with thanks for creatively solving a problem that did not yet exist.
We'll just say it doesn't have them.
Okay.
It kind of makes logical sense, and we'll just tie him up.
Sure. Plus, it looks funnier when he's just
what? Or if we
Jerry
get down
rigged.
there, maybe we get down there and it says 10 slits per hour. And we're like, I'm not paying that just to hold
I
hold
do.
this guy down when we have straps.
All right, so let's roll to see if it is equipped with the ability to bind someone anyway. So evens are odds, and evens it will have. Go ahead and throw it. Paul, go ahead and throw the evens or odds. Yeah, sure, because otherwise you get bored. Odds. Okay, so it does not have the straps. So it is just a bare bones med bay bed. So you're going to be grabbing, because there's no cargo. So you got just fucking, yards and yards and hectares. We're going to go hectares, rods, and furlongs. You take your pick as to what unit of measurement you're going to get your shit in. What? Sorry, we're gonna. You're gonna wrap him up. I'm gonna put that in there. Meanwhile, I don't know what's happening tonight.
Well, he went in his chambers and he's really examining this thing now that he's no longer under threat of Nausicaans beating him up. Okay. He's just gonna totally look at it from every angle, and I think he'll Google on it, do an image search. So he'll snap an image with his tricorder and then, do a find source. You know how you can search for a source of an image? So that's what he's going to do. Where did this thing come from? It looks really cool. It must be a nifty artifact.
It's coming.
That's all it says when he searches?
No, that's what you hear in your head.
Oh.
I don't know if there was an actual audio for that worked. Was it creepy?
It did.
Oh, good. Okay, that was the goal. I'm bringing back the cast from the Solar Patrol. So there's you hear that word, it's coming, in your head while you're searching, while you're trying to Google image this.
Okay.
And you know that orange dot Nausicaan 7's looking, and you're looking at the screen again, and you're looking out in space. Well, the orange dot's right on top of you now. It's sort of just
I thought you said you hid from it.
I did. I don't know. Maybe it opened its eyes. Close your eyes. Maybe he'll hide. He puts his hands over his face. Is it gone?
Please don't. No.
That worked with my mom. It worked with Nine's mom.
Oh, God.
Your mother.
Do we need to do a sensor scan? Do we need to do some kind of sensor scan?
Possibly. Yeah, Gorth
but
is
the
there.
mains aren't working. We'll have to rely on the backups.
What the heck is this orange dot?
It looks like a small Ferengi vessel, like a shuttle pod almost.
Oh, hell. Does it have any sort of
ID or do you want to call it? The ID looks like oh man, how do I make this work? This is where you have puzzles and you go, I don't know. I'm second guessing my puzzle. The shuttle has this weird number and it's 9SD.
My worry is that they're from the bank.
Okay.
Is there anything I can see?
It's not a designator. It doesn't seem to have any. It doesn't appear to have any weapons. It's a small shuttle pod, and it's kind of hailing you.
How many occupants?
Well, the sensors. I should make you roll for it just to piss you off. Who wants to do con and control? Or if Lyra, if you want to run, you could probably do control and medical.
Okay.
It's for life science. I mean, either way will work. But I just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
Right.
She'll do that.
Yeah, throw some
All
dice and see if you get at least a 1. Jesus.
I get a 13
Dice
and
break?
a 4.
Those are both successes.
But they're 2 successes.
Both successes?
They're
Okay.
both successes. Yeah.
You do get a reading. Again, you have an extra momentum if you want to do questions. Let me see. It comes back. It's one Ringy male who does not appear to be armed, and then one. Give me a second to get the race correct. And one Hyperion. Hupyrin. And you'd recognize them as the guys that were the Negus's bodyguard. The kind of pruny face dudes. Okay. So you have 2 figures on the shuttle, one that is a Hyperion and one that is a Ferengi.
All right.
All right. I think we'll. I'm confident enough to open a channel. At that point, then.
Okay.
We can take them.
You can take them
if we need to.
You can dance if you want.
I leave my friends behind.
Yeah, which I'm thinking is like, yep. I think we're heading toward that part of the thing.
All right, yeah, I'll accept their hail.
Okay.
This is Captain
Hail.
Dash of the heretofore unnamed Ferengi freighter. Go ahead and identify yourselves.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is copy this image because it's a named character. Yeah. Give me a second to bring this up on the resources panel. New slide. Boom. So this Ferengi that looks a bit kind of stupid with someone with a Hyperion woman, a female Hyperion behind him, looks at you all and goes, we've got to talk.
Go ahead and talk.
And what I'll do is I'll leave that at the cliffhanger. The thing you guys may recognize, this is the USS Fan Service. So I'm assuming all of you would know the president if you saw them.
Oh yeah, I recognize Rom any day.
Yep.
Yeah,
so it's Rom.
That's Rom.
So this, you do recognize him as, this is Grand Nagus Rom. He does have a scepter, but he also looks like he's dressed in kind of like street clothes. So he's it's like he's trying to disguise himself as not the Nagus, but he's not doing a great job of it.
Maybe he should have put a bag over his
He's trying
head.
to maybe put you at ease or something. But that is
he's got a face only a mother
yes,
can
oh
love.
God, we're gonna make the mommy jokes, which I do like.
Spooky.
So anyway, guys, thank you for this. We got our, hopefully we're launching into a plot. We picked up a crewmate. We picked up 2 very unreputable crewmates. So this is going to be kind of, you guys are going to have like this Dr. Smith crap going on for this thing.
No.
So what I wanted to say is, if I can find my outro, thanks everybody for coming. Please, if you can find it in your heart, please subscribe. Please, follow us, join us on Discord. And there is a bunch of other things happening at Architects of Fate. And I'm going to put up this little thing about what that is. Where am I at? Show map field. And what we have are a number of cool things. Tuesday, which is the 30th. Why I have an extra one? Don't know. Tuesday, Conan, Adventures in Aim Jump Dreamed of, Hunting, Healing, and Harming. Yeah, it describes that group perfectly. The party is given shelter and respite in the Nimnadel. I assume that's like a fancy Hotel 6. But how do they repay their host? And how long does it take them to burn it down this time? Tune in on Tuesday and see. Hopefully everybody's healthy, be able to do it. We have Call of the Netherdeep on Wednesday, but nobody has told me anything about what that's about. So we're going to assume there's nethers and it's deep. And Baltar's Banditos are going to do nothing but attempt to derail poor Good Devil Inc.'s plans. So if nothing else, even if you don't like D&D, come and watch people like really mess with a guy. Do that and enjoy yourselves. Anyway, on Thursday, we have the Evil League of Evil, Nader's Raiders. The villainous PCs learn more about Ralph Nader's relationship with Bad Horse and what Bad Horse needs from them. The NPC heroes are onto their scent and a real nuisance in general. And then on Friday, Dave, you're on deck for 2 of Annihilation. Ha ha ha. Friday, we have Cookie Trek, the episode. I've got 1,771,561 problems, and you ain't one. So please help Simon and Rufus find a totally original Star Trek story using random Star Trek tropes. What tropes, do you ask? The tropes like tribbles, which is the title. That was the deep cut for the title. So everybody gets a point for that if you laughed. If not, it's going to come out of your hides. And also another trope, the CGI budget is suddenly higher this season. And also, of course, the never-ending quest for parental approval. Well, the last one's really just my life, to be honest. But either way, come and see Simon and Rufus and see if they can overcome their daddy issues and get this story written with your help. And then, I don't know, we take a Saturday off because that's in the Bible. And then on Sunday, which is not in the Bible, Dave is going to do something with the Tomb of Annihilation. And that would be what?
Back. We're.
Are we back?
I mean, we're in the tomb. We're in that annihilating tomb from here on out.
We're 2 minutes.
Last time the party annoyingly didn't trip any traps. So we're gonna see what we can do about that next time as they wind their way through the Tomb of the Nine Gods. There's 3 of the 9 gods, I think, are in play right now.
Yeah, I think everybody's been.
See what happens.
Someone got horny. Yeah, because one of the gods had a horn, and then you take the power of the god into yourself. So you make the funny joke. And this is why I'm not a DM in Tomb of the Nine Gods for things like that. So I'll go back on probation. But after the Sunday, you can start off your work week right with the fun madcap happenstance Bejor Rising. On what wings dare we aspire? Having had a close call and possession by paw wraiths and their attempted destruction of the Celestial Temple, which they don't know about, so don't anybody tell them. They have met a Vedic who is there to exorcise and heal the spirits damaged by this ancient foe of the prophets. So come see that on Monday. I don't know if I'm going to do a raid. I don't think people need it. I appreciate everybody coming. And I guess I'm just going to say goodbye, everybody. Yeah, that was weird. I didn't quite know what to do.